the Christ, the God, the is, the I am. You see, it doesn't matter what title, the Buddha, it doesn't matter what you call it. It's all the same thing. It's all the oneness. So, what is interesting is that I went over on my questions in the email, and I just collected a few. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And what each one believes, and I put it down. So one, for example, person asked, how do you love yourself? Because am I loving the ego, or am I loving the real self? Well, first of all, there is only one self. Presence. Okay? That's all that there is. Everything else comes because you don't believe you are the presence, you believe you are time. I believe I am Burt, my accomplishments, and my past. That is part of the package, yes. But my real essence is now, is this moment. You see, if I identify for 1 second about being who I think I am, at that moment I lose touch with this presence. Now let's see what happens when you start losing touch with this presence. First of all, loving yourself really is nothing more than self-respect. A woman asked me, and she said, Burt, she said, you know, I still suffer guilt and shame and these feelings, and many people say that to me. What is shame? What is guilt? Let me give you an example. See, presence is that part that is aware. It's constantly witnessing. It's aware of everything. It's just like somebody back here looking at everything. Did you know that when you're angry, there's a part of you that is aware that you're being angry? And the more aware you are, probably you start laughing after a while, how insane the whole thing was. You see, there's always a watcher. So let's assume you enter a store, okay? I'm just making it up as I go along, but I think it's going to be good. Thank you. And so you enter a store, and it's full of goodies, and you don't have much money. And there are no store detectives, and you see the one thing you want. You wanted it so badly, but you don't have the money. Now, nobody's watching. There's no one. All you have to do is put it in your pocket, and you walk out, right? You know, you're not going to be caught. It's impossible, because nobody's watching, nobody's there. Okay? What happens the moment you do that? You suffer a little guilt. Yeah. Why is that? There's nobody watched, nobody told you did something wrong. Because there is the presence, the watcher, constantly is. And the moment you cheat, the moment you lie, the moment you are not being true to yourself in any way, you lose self-respect. It's so subtle. When you're angry, when you're frustrated, when you're irritable at things around you, it's nothing more than losing self-respect. That's all it is. You're not respecting yourself. It is very, very subtle, but what is self-respect? You see? You know that you have lied. You know that you weren't real. You know that you judged that person or that thing. You see? And somehow, even though you say to yourself, no, I'm right, I'm doing this, it's blah, 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 blah. No matter how much you justify it, you still don't feel good. And that feeling of no goodness is the blockage of the presence that you are. You see, all we need to do, when people ask me, but I know all this. Oh, I hear it so often. No, you don't. If you're not living it, you don't know it. It is a matter of recognizing it, because it's so darn simple to be the truth. The truth is so simple that every child lives it. The only problem with a child, of course, that the child does not recognize it. But it's in its innocence, it is living the truth. Even our cat Bushi is living the truth, but he doesn't recognize it, he doesn't know it. You see? Whereas we need to recognize it. And when we start recognizing it, you don't even have to consider whether to live it or not. You're living it automatically, that very recognition. Because there is this love that takes over your life, you see? Now when we think about love, we always think of it as something. And we make mistakes that way, okay? Love is not a thing. Love is not something. Love and presence are one and the same thing. There is no separation between the two. See? But the moment you try to gain something to make it personal, you have extricated yourself from the oneness. Without realizing it, of course. You do it through ignorance, through unawareness. I'm going to gain something. You see? Just like somebody stealing, or somebody cheating, or somebody thinks only of money rather than service. I'm going to gain something. The moment you think you're going to gain something, you're actually, in the overall, you are losing. You see? Because you're losing that sense of peace where you can sleep well at night, when you can be feeling that purity inside. You know what purity is? You know, many times when we study religion or Christianity, we have to be pure. That's not purity. Purity is not imposed on you. Purity is when you know your presence. Because presence is complete. Presence is whole. Presence itself is love. And it is not attained, it is not controlled, it is not done anything. The moment you realize it, you see, immediately you're aware. You're aware. Tell me what you're not aware of now. Everything. Even as you listen to me, you still hear the sounds outside. Awareness is total. And where does it come? Where does awareness start? Where does it end? See, there's no limit. Why? Because nobody owns awareness. Awareness is. You see? It's the God. It's the totality. It's the infinite. It's the being. So whenever we make something personal, and there's nothing wrong with keep falling into that personal, as long as you remain aware. You see, that is the whole point. You begin to feel irritable, you begin to feel uncomfortable, you begin to start to protect and defend yourself, you see, because you have lost actually respect for yourself. And the moment you lose respect for yourself, even minutely, then you're going to be on the defensive to protect this image that you think you are. You see? So, now these are some of the things